All right, team. It is Friday, 1 week down in the new fiscal month of July. 1 week without a boss. Hope you guys are getting along okay. Without me, I hope you've had an opportunity to engage with some boundary partners that maybe you wouldn't have if I would have been in seat. Hope you guys have had an opportunity to connect as a team throughout this week. Realistically, the word team, the embodiment of team is incredibly important to me. If you've noticed, I invest a great deal in each one of you individually, but also collectively. At the end of the day, our team and the culture that exists within our team of 7 specifically is incredibly near and dear to my heart. I've worked for some organizations where culture was not necessarily the forefront. Results were the forefront and culture was secondary. And ultimately, at the end of the day, while I want each one of you to be successful and I want our team to, to kind of lead the charge when it comes to sales and the initiatives that our company puts in front of us, at the end of the day, I think culture drives that. And while both are important, I tend to put my emphasis in culture more often than I do in frontline revenue. That might make me a little bit different manager than a lot of my peers, because at the end of the day, each one of you isn't a number. I say all of that to say, I hope that this week you've really leaned into one another. You've each kind of metaphorically wrapped your arms around the team and just helped out in any way you possibly can. You know, there's a reason that I hired some folks from outside the telco industry, and that was because Mia, Trenton, and Robert brought a tremendous amount of experience and knowledge from outside kind of our bubble that we live in here at Spectrum. But also, Adam, Chris, and Ann bring a great level of experience from within our organization, from within this space. Chris has been doing this, I think, longer than Trenton's been alive. So realistically, I hope each one of you had an opportunity to lean in this week and understand the importance of connecting as a team. Now, that being the local team, but then what about the global team? I would encourage you today to reach out to somebody that doesn't sit in our nucleal team. So reach out to somebody not as part of our 7. Reach out to somebody on maybe Corey Stitchen's team, Kevin Finn's team, Brian Rosenberg's team, Mike Morin's team, somebody within Donald's organization, and just say, hey, you do what I do, and I want to know how you do it. Because ultimately we are a part of a team, and I think there's opportunity for us to grow when we reach our hand across the aisle, whether that be within our same business unit or maybe outside. At the end of the day, our team does not just exist in the 7 of us, but ultimately in all of sales support and sales engineering and order management, order fulfillment, project management. The list can go on and on and on. But at the end of the day, there's a few key areas where we have an opportunity to impact other people, and they have an opportunity to impact us daily. So reach out to somebody in sales support today and just tell them that you appreciate them. Reach out to Steve Eccles over the next couple of days and let him know that he's a rock star, and we fought for him to be the sole engineer for our team, and that we're so grateful that Sam made that happen for us. Reach out to Donald and just let him know you appreciate his leadership and his oversight, not his oversight, but his aerial support for our organization, because oftentimes we don't interact with Donald on a daily basis, but we interact with him more often than you know, bubbling things up through me or escalations that are taking place behind the scenes. Reach out to one of your peers on our team and just let them know they're doing a good job and you appreciate the opportunity that you have to work with them. Because that is what sets us apart as a culture here in South Central Hospitality. That's what makes us different than a lot of the other organizations or teams within our organization. And so I hope that you press into this idea of being on a team. We're a team of 7. That's a team that's part of a much larger team of 35, 40 that work for Donald. It's part of a much larger organization of 130 that work for Raj, and that number continues to cascade, and that's only in our sales business unit. Outside of that, we've got a lot of organizations that are here to really influence us in a positive way. Got a lot of people that are here fighting the same battle that we're fighting, just on a different trench. So today is all about team. I miss you, team. I really do. I'm excited to come back. Hopefully, I'll get to circle around with all of you next week, maybe a couple of times. My hope is to be somewhat reactive, maybe at a half-day basis, but I'm not sure as of this point. So, upon shooting this video, I have really high hopes, but we'll see what the future holds and where we're at. But know that I miss you. I'm thinking of you every day, and I'm really grateful to have the team of people that I have working with me here at Spectrum.